Hello. So today we're going to go over some more of the Desmos problem. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one we're looking at here says divide 45x squared plus 45x cubed plus 6x squared plus 15x divided by 15x. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug that into Desmos along with the four possible answers. So to plug it into Desmos, you're going to have to plug it in like this. So go ahead and pause and practice typing this in. So what you do is you put it in parentheses first, and then you hit the divide sign on your computer and then type in the 15x. So pause and practice typing that in, and then go ahead and plug in all the four. Then you're going to undo it and see which one overlaps with the initial one. So as we work through here, you might need to zoom out to see them all. You'll see it's going to be this one up here, the 3x squared plus 4x plus 1 is the correct answer. Okay, let's look at the next one. So the next one says use technology to graph the system of equation, state any solutions, route each coordinate to the nearest tenth if necessary. So you see we have these two here. Whenever you see a problem like this, we're going to type these into Desmos on their own line. So what that looks like is like this. So I just typed each of those into their own line. So just like that, and then each of them into their own line. So pause and get those typed in yourself. And then the question wants to know what any of the solutions are. So what that means is where they cross each other is going to be a solution. So let's go look back at Desmos and see where these lines cross and how many times. So we see here, it looks like these cross at two different points. So I'll click this one and this one. So we have 0, -4, and 3.5, comma, -2.25. So these are going to be our two answers. So we go over here, we see our 0, -4, and 3.5, -2.3 there. So you can see that that's our answer. And again, you find that by where they cross at the points. Okay, let's go look at the next one. So the next one says identify the zeros of the polynomial function shown on the graph. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in the four possible answers. And then I'll show you how we check to see what's the correct one. So let's go here. So the first one, I typed in all these, and we're just going to take it the one answer at a time. So the first answer, if we look back, was just 1, 0. And the answer that we're looking for is when we're talking about identifying the zeros, it's where the line crosses at the x-axis. So looking here, we see this crosses or touches the x-axis in 2 points. It touches here and here. So we need to figure out what those 2 points are, and that's going to be the answer. So automatically, we know we have to have 2 points. And this one only has one, so we can cross that one off right away. So if we go here, we know it's not this one because we know our graph crossed at 2 spots on the x-axis. Again, the x-axis goes from left to right. Let's look at the next one. We have -2, 0, and 1, 0. So if we look at these dots, that's right here on -2, and it's on the x-axis at 1. And if we go here, on the x-axis, it's at -2, and it's at 1. So we can see right away that that is our answer. If we look at the other one, other possible answers, we had -2 and 0, 4. And that was right here and right here. But the zeros don't have anything to do with the y-axis, which is where this one's at. It has to do with the x-axis. And the last possible answer, again, showed you a point here and one at the y. So again, these points are the right answer because the zeros go through the x. Okay, let's look at this one. It says graph the function 1/5 x4 minus 20. Identify the zeros. Remember, the zeros is where it goes through the x-axis. So I typed in our function 1/5 x4 minus 20. And again, the zeros are where it goes through the y. So we have negative 3.6, or we can round that up to negative 3.2, 0. And then we have positive 3.2. We round that up 0. So if we go here, we can see that that's this answer. So again, you just type it in and see what the zeros tell you. The zeros is where it goes through the x, and we're able to get the answer that way. Okay, last but not least, determine the degree of the polynomial function in the graph. These are our possible answers: degree of 2, degree of 7, degree of 6, and degree of 1. So what we're going to do, what that means is just x squared, or x to the 7, x to the 6, or x to the 1. X is the same as x to the 1, right? We don't have to put the 1 there. So what I did is I just typed it over here. Again, degree to the 2 is the same as x to the 2. Degree of 7 is the same as x to the 7. So typed in all the 4 possible answers. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see which one looks like my graph. So my graph, that's the correct answer, goes up over up. It looks like this. We're going to see which one makes that. So we have x. So we see x just makes a line. That doesn't match our graph, right? So it's not x. X to the 6 makes a polynomial. Makes a u like that, right? So that doesn't match. Let's do x squared next. So x squared, awesome, is a polynomial. Just makes a u, which doesn't match this. And last but not least, our correct answer, x to the 7, shows exactly what this graph shows. So degree of 7 is the correct answer. Again, you're about to do some problems like this yourself. Don't forget to type in your name, screenshot, and upload it. If you have any questions, email me.